I've never been crazy about art in public places, but in South Florida, this is one of my favorite installations of art in public places. Years ago, none of these Brazilian pepper or mangrove was on the shore. This was fresh dirt they had pumped in to make this marina, and they installed these, without my knowledge, these giant fins. One day I was in my sailboat and I was coming up close to shore here, and I tacked and I lost control of the line, and I was trying to get it back together. I didn't want to crash up into the rocks, and I looked on the shore and all these fins sticking up in the air. It was fantastic. At first I thought they were like shark fins. I don't know if they're airplane fins, but the main thing is they're cool, as opposed to a lot of the art in public places. But imagine coming up onto shore and not knowing these things were here and just seeing them pop out of nowhere. They're pretty solid, pretty substantial, but now they're hidden from the water. And unless you come down here with your boat trailer, because the only people allowed to park here are people with boat trailers, you never actually see these. I don't know how many there are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I don't know, 25. I don't know if any number is significant. Like this sea grape tree might have been here, and some of the other sea grapes, but no, I don't think they were. Because I remember when they put in that bridge down there, they replaced the old bridge that was always hanging up and made it taller so we didn't have to open it up often. And all this land was pumped in. And me and my friends, when we were kids, we lived in the projects. We'd come down here on the weekend. It was our escape. And I remember walking through here, and the land was pumped up from the ocean or the bay here, and it was so soft we sank into our butt. It was like quicksand. We thought it was exciting, an adventure. But yeah. I don't know what the name of this installation is, but it's giant gray fins, about 10 feet tall. And they have on some of them some little blocks that might have been for the help to install, but I think it's part of the design to give the surface more detail and more relief, to where it's not just uniform. So yeah, out of all the art in public places, I think this is one of my favorite. They used to have a dock down here, a little dock you could fish off, but they got rid of it. They hate fishermen in Miami. For a very good reason. That's another story. So yeah, if you're ever down 79th Street, stop in. Oh look, we've got a sign over here. Will tell us more. Oftentimes, modern art, the description is the most interesting part. The Fin Project, From Swords into Plowshares, 2002, by John T. Young. They shall beat them into plowshares. This artwork is made using diving plan fins from decommissioned. Is made from using diving plane fins from decommissioned U.S. Navy nuclear submarines built in the 1960s. It's about peace, turning weapons into art, recycling, and honoring the men and women who served our country during the Cold War. For real, Cold War was nasty. People don't realize. And beyond. It also may remind the viewers of the dorsal fins of pods of whales or dolphins. The Miami Fin Project is a part of an ongoing worldwide series of installations expressing the hope of global peace. The number one job of governments is to prevent preventable evils, and I think most of our governments suck. A gift to Pelican Harbor Park, the community surrounding the park, and the citizens of Miami-Dade County from Swords into Plowshares Project, a nonprofit corporation, Seattle, Washington, and private corporate owners. So yeah, I didn't know these were actual fins. Was made using diving plane fins. It doesn't say they were used as as models or like a mold, they said they're actual fins. So looks like what they've done is taken the fins and covered them. Ah, that would make sense. They covered them in like into epoxy coating so it won't rust when it's exposed. So I was wrong. They didn't manufacture these as art. They took this and made it into art, which is even cooler because I love improvising and making things from things people are going to throw away, and I get a big kick out of it. So now I like this even more. Now it's even more cool. It was cool before. This was cool before. Now it's even cooler. Fucking A. Let's go talk about those islands. A lot of people don't know a thing about them, and they're fascinating.